We're at Ag in Motion 2018 in the Monsanto booth, joined by Tim Darragh. And Tim, we've been hearing about TruFlex canola for quite a few years. It's actually been registered in Canada for quite a few years, and now Monsanto has announced that it will be coming to the market, or the plan is to bring it to the market for 2019. First of all, I'm guessing you're wearing the TruFlex shirt. You have the TruFlex plots across Western Canada. What does this mean for growers, or what should they know about TruFlex as it comes to market next year?
So I think the biggest thing when it comes to TruFlex is it's really going to be weed control on the farm for guys. So when we think of our older technology, Genuity, there were some challenges as far as being able to get out and get the right rates to control some of the bigger weeds. There were some challenges as far as getting the timing down right to get in and get control of those weeds. TruFlex really kind of addresses those issues and allows guys a lot of opportunity to get through there and control that weed. So the first part of TruFlex that guys are going to be able to look forward to is being able to target larger weeds, more challenging weeds in the field. So going in and spraying rates that are appropriate to get that control. The second aspect of it is that currently our Genuity Roundup Ready canola is on label for applications up to 6 leaf. TruFlex is going to allow for applications up to first flower. So when you think about that on the farm, that's going to allow guys to get in there an extra 10 to 14 days after what we currently are allowed to. And that's just going to give more flexibility as far as their operations. So whether that's being able to get across more acres with their sprayer, being able to deal with tough weather, it's just going to be a bigger opportunity for them that way.
So the main things are higher rates and wider window.
Yeah, I mean, it's about choosing the right rate for the field. So when we look at how guys are using the Genuity system right now, oftentimes we have questions about guys wanting to go in with rates beyond that 0.33 liters for that split application or that half liter, and it's about weed control. So being able to choose a rate that's going to get control of those tough weeds is really going to be a big part of it. So when we can go in and choose that rate and get it across the acres, we know we're going to get better weed control. Better weed control obviously is going to mean cleaner fields and better yield for guys. So.
Okay. Is this trait going to be introduced to all Monsanto canola varieties in the pipeline, or is there going to be both traits in the system?
So the goal is to have the trait to basically take over the system. So when we have a nice product like this, we want to see that uptake rather quick. We know that our seed partners are eagerly awaiting to get this into their pipelines, and we know that we have seed partners that have varieties that they've named and are eager to get into the field next season. So
glyphosate resistant canola is a problem in some areas. Is that a concern on your, or how do you address that concern, I guess?
So I think growers that are currently growing Roundup Ready canola know how to manage Roundup Ready volunteers. When it comes to the volunteers that we'll have with TruFlex, the management strategy will be exactly the same as with our Genuity Round canola. 2,4-D MCPA, a lot of different products available to mix, tank mix pre-seed, and when in your wheat crops there's a ton of broadleaf products available. So the management of those volunteers will be exactly the same as what we currently have right now. We feel like we got some good solutions and some good recommendations for that, for sure.
Okay. Finally then, Tim, one of the big question marks, I guess, with the plan to roll this out in 2019 still has to be answered by people in China, probably.
Yeah.
Not something that we can answer here in terms of the market access issue. Any update on that process, and what kind of assurance the company has that you will be able to move ahead with it for 2019?
So I think the big thing is that it really is kind of out of our hands. I mean, the decision has to come from the Chinese government as far as the approvals and that. We recognize that they've got to take their due process on it. We've had some chance to kind of talk with the officials. We have indications that they'll be reviewing this product this year, and our hope is that we'll have approval in place for that kind of December to January timeline. Again, it's we're dealing with a different party, and there's a lot of moving parts with it, but we feel very positive that approval will happen. We have seed partners with varieties available that they're working with this fall. I think they've got backup plans if need be, but I think the plan is to be able to have this seed available for growing next season.
All right, well, we will stay tuned for those developments, of course, as they happen. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us here at Ag in Motion, and enjoy the rest of the show, Tim.
Yeah, thanks very much, Kelvin.